Hey my little fishes, Courtney Mermaid here, and in today's video I'm going to tell you guys why you were never too old to be a mermaid. Alright, so I get asked all the time. For those of you who are new, I'm Courtney, I'm the Vancouver mermaid, I'm 30 years old, and yes, I swim around in a mermaid tail. And no, I'm not too old for it, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So a lot of things that we lose that we had when we were younger, right? Imaginative play is such a huge part of life, and it's kind of a sad thing, and I look at it and I think, how come adults don't take it more seriously? I know that sounds crazy, like imaginative play, like what are you talking about? And I mean just more about using your creativity, doing things that make you happy, just for the sake of doing things that make you happy. We are surrounded by so many things in life. You've got your job, maybe it's not your favorite job that you have to do, you've got taxes to pay, maybe you've got some health issues, like I went through some health stuff, and that took time away from all these other things that were making me happy. You know, life can be hard, right? Like life is full of mortgage payments, rent, insurance, you know, just family stuff. Like it's full of all kinds of things. And I feel like if we don't still nurture that creative side of us, that imaginative play, that kind of magical little spark, if it goes out, then what was the point in any of it, right? I feel like there does have to be an aspect to life that allows us to still feel. It's a really interesting thing, and I was talking about this, who was I talking about this with? It doesn't really matter. We were talking about how you emotionally, you stay kind of young in terms of how you feel about things in some ways, and I feel like that's a really important thing to cherish, to be like, hey, you know, for me it was mermaiding. For you it could be maybe archery or horseback riding, or, you know, Renaissance festivals. Maybe you're a cosplayer, you know, role playing, maybe like Dungeons and Dragons, like that kind of thing. I feel like keeping that in your world is going to keep you feeling young and feeling mentally fulfilled and healthy and that kind of thing. So that's a really big point, and it's a really big reason that I do it. Is, you know, the last couple of years I've had a lot going on in my life, but when I am in that mermaid tail, I forget about how I'm concerned about different things in my life, or where I'm not at where I thought I would be, or family drama, or relationship drama, or friendship drama, or work drama, or whatever. It's just me, the water, and my mermaid tail, and I can just be. And it's an amazing thing. And so that's why I feel like it's really important not to judge people when they're swimming around in mermaid tails. Let's be like mermaid specific here, obviously, in this video. But there's more than just the looking pretty and taking the pictures and posting the videos. It really is a deeper experience than just that. There are so many aspects to mermaiding as well. The amount of creativity you have to use. So let's just take me for example. Like I make and sell mermaid tails, and I make accessories, and I make artwork, and I do all of these things, and it keeps the creative side of my brain nice and fresh. And well, why is that important? Well, creativity and thinking outside the box and problem solving is a really important way of keeping yourself sort of mentally young and capable of handling new tasks as they come at you. Like this is the whole point of sort of play, as I understand it, when you're young, is to prepare yourself, to make yourself more able to deal with new situations as they present themselves. And I feel like that's a really important aspect of it. Another really important, really amazing, really overlooked point actually is fitness. Lugging around, like some of these women that I know swim in like 45-pound tails. You think that's easy? That's not easy. That's hard. That's heavy. Lugging yourself around, the fitness aspect of it, and I mentioned this in another video of mine earlier. I'm filming a bunch today again. That's why I look the same as I do in every other video this month. You gotta film when you gotta film, you know what I'm saying? But is the fitness aspect. So I had made myself my very first fabric tail, and I didn't really realize then how like big an impact that was gonna have on my life, making the first tail, traveling to Vegas, the whole thing. But I was swimming so much that I shrunk. I'm lugging this tail around, you're doing breath holds, you're swimming, and I just started to get, you can actually watch. Now, of course, I'm curvier now, you know, I'm not 20 anymore. As you age, my lifestyle changed a little bit, things, whatever. Got the bum and the tum and the thing, but if you actually watch from my very early videos in 2011 in the solid green to like blue tail versus my other versus Miranda, who's a little bit sparklier, you can actually see my waistline shrink. Because I was swimming like, you know, once, twice, maybe even 3 times a week in my tail. So it's just fitness, man. Fin swimming will do wonders for you. It's a real core workout. And I feel like before you judge it, you should try it because it's also low impact. It's really fun. So you don't really feel like you're working out, but you're swimming and it's exercise and it's out, it's flowing and it's water, and it's great for people with maybe like knee problems or who can't do like jogging or that kind of thing. So the fitness aspect of it is a huge part of it. Plus you're out there and you're doing it, which is also keeping you mentally a little bit more focused and a little bit more upbeat and healthy, because you know, you get the endorphins and the whole thing and you're starting to feel like pumped about it and that kind of thing. So the fitness aspect of it's hugely important. All right, then there is the community aspect of it. Let's talk about the community. You know, all that people really want in life is to love and to be loved, to share something in common with somebody else, to have that sense of community, to have that sense of family and bonding and meeting new people, new experiences. And this community, I mean, it's grown quite a bit over the last couple of years, but we're all there. And I mean, depending on where you are, you got to be careful. Some of the community can be a bit toxic, unfortunately. That's as with anything in life. Mermaids do tend to attract drama for whatever reason. I'll do a video one day, it'll be epic, but brace for impact. But the community aspect of it can be really amazing. I have made a lot of really good friends, people I really care about, through mermaiding, you know? Even take Mermaid Kim, for example. Like, we were already really good friends when this whole thing kind of came about, and I let her use one of my tails and we started mermaiding together, but it's something that we've like doubly bonded over. Do you know what I'm saying? All of these other women that I've met who I otherwise, you know, who knows, like even Nerdmaid Faith, for example, who I've had on my channel a few times. I've been on her channel, I think once, and a couple of live streams and stuff. Who knows if I ever would have met her, and she's a phenomenal person. Who knows under what circumstances, but it's really amazing to have a community of people that you can relate to and that you can share something in common with. It does make you feel really balanced and really good to have something that you can talk about with other people. All right, and the last point that I'm gonna make is how important mermaiding has been, A, for my mental health, and B, how good it could be for your mental health. You know, we're all struggling with what we're struggling with. I have an anxiety disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder actually, and I've suffered on and off with depression and other issues. I may choose to make a video about that one day. I don't know how, it's pretty personal, the stuff that I would talk about, so I'm not really sure kind of what I would do about that, but maybe one day. Comment below if that's something you're interested in, my mental health journey and my tips and tricks and that kind of thing. But for me, mermaiding really helped me come out of my shell. I've never been like I just go up to you and start talking to you kind of person. You can watch my earlier videos and see how hard of a time I have talking to the camera, looking at the camera, being in the room with the camera kind of a thing. Most of my earlier videos are just swimming footage because I don't really know what to do with it all, right? So it was really good for me to find another sort of level to myself. It keeps me active, which keeps me tired. And if I have too much built up energy, it just becomes a negative for me. I'm not sure why. I mean, I do kickboxing now too, which really helps a lot. But because I do have a lot of ups and downs, mermaiding has also been a really good distraction, you know? And because I'm able to help people, like when I hit my 2,000 subscriber goal, I had a couple of people who actually messaged me with personal things, letting them know that, you know, I had said something or one of my videos had helped them through something, like serious somethings. I don't really want to go into it because it was very personal what they said, but it was just, it meant so much to me, and in a way it was me helping them and helping myself at the same time. Not sure what happened there. And it was just this beautiful thing, because when you're able to, sometimes you're stuck in a rut, right? But when you're able to help somebody else, it can help raise you up and make you feel that purpose, that sense of sort of being again, you know what I'm saying? So I know that's all a little bit kind of floofy up in here, but floofy. But it has been a really healthy thing, you know. It keeps me creative, it keeps me growing, it helps me express myself in another way aside from just my artwork, and it's brought all of you into my life, and the support that I get from my patrons and from my watchers and my followers, my subscribers, the whole deal, you guys make it so, like, you make my life so much brighter, and it means so much to me. So that's how, you know, this has really positively impacted. You know, there were a couple of negatives, you know, when I was getting a little bit into posting way too much and I was getting overwhelmed and that kind of thing. But once I kind of refocused and was able to find my center again of what it was I was doing with the mermaid stuff, it brought it all right back. And it was just another way that I learned more about myself, and I found what it was I really wanted to do with my life. So that's a pretty big thing to say that this one activity has done all of these things for me. I can't think of anything else in my life that's had that sort of an impact. And to really kind of summarize why I say you're never too old to be a mermaid, the real point of it all is just that these are all things that at any age are really important for you to cherish and hold on to. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, as we age, we're supposed to get, you know, we all have that idea of when we were young what our parents would look like. Well, I'm the age my mom was when she had me now. And I think to myself, you know, I'm not at that same stage in my life where kids are a thing I'm thinking about, but I still want to keep that imaginative thing going. And that was something my mom valued so much with me. We had Lego nights and we would go swimming all the time. We would pretend that we were dolphins and whales, and we'd be, you know, she taught me how to do the nice whale dive and my first dolphin kick and all of this stuff. But it was so important, and that's the kind of thing that I wanted to bring to you guys, because she brought that to me, and that has had a positive impact on my life. So that is why you were never too old to be a mermaid. So go grab yourself a monofin and some flippers, go hop in the pool and go have some fun, okay guys? Be safe, of course, please, always. And yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you are like me and you agree that you were never too old to be a mermaid, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss any of my mermaid adventures. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all so much. If you guys are interested in checking out my Patreon pod as well, links and everything are in the description box down below. All kinds of behind the scenes monthly goodies, as well as a Discord chat where you guys can chat with me. I'm super pumped to finally get that set up. I think I've said that in the last 3 videos, despite the fact that I've been filming all, like, yeah, anyways. This is what you get to see in the behind the scenes stuff, okay? And on that note, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy swimming, and I'll see you next time. Bye.